Looks like it may be break even. Yep, there we go. Break even, no big deal. Gonna sit tight, see if I can find another setup if it's there. If we get below this swing low, I may just short inside the breaker and treat this as a breakaway gap and not expect that to be traded to. Alright, looks like we're gonna get stopped here. Come on, Nasdaq, go ahead and do it already. There we go. Alright, so stop there. I may consider a third setup if it's there. I really don't want to wait for the last hour macro, so I'm gonna be a little patient. I don't trade inversion fair value gaps much, but I like the way this looks. If it decides to not run without me. Three attempts to go short. If I can't get it on this attempt and I get stopped, then I'll eat that. Oh, I didn't realize I got filled. I'll put the arrows back on. All right, last trade for the day. Looking to go short one more time. I like how we cleared the buy side. These clean highs here, ran that out, including my stop. Getting below this fair value gap, treating that as an inversion level. So, last attempt for the PM session. First trade was a break even. I guess I won't really count that as a trade. So this is my second trade for the day, I guess. And then my first target on the first two attempts was the high of the fair value gap. But since I took a loss here, I'm just going to aim for the sell side, just so I can try to recoup that previous loss. Matter of fact, let me see. I believe I lost around, was it 25 handles on that first trade? I can use this as a teaching point for YouTube, so I think I'm going to do this. Taking off my risk, being a little bit more aggressive with my stop loss placement. So I'm going to use those first two trades as kind of like a teaching point. I'm switching gears, obviously. I'm looking for, whoops, my bad. Obviously, I'm looking for a sell side here in the high of that daily fair value gap as my drawn liquidity. But because I took a loss, I can't be as demanding on my trade entry. So the point of this third trade, the purpose of this third trade now is to recoup that previous loss and still finish the day in the green. So whenever I take a loss as my first trade, I always try to make back what I lost and try to make a little extra, just so I can walk away in the green, even though my drawn liquidity is down here and that daily fair value gap down here. But I'm not going to be too demanding of that. So I'm targeting this fair value gap right here. That's in a discount. That's what I'm reaching for. but we'll still watch to see if our original drawn liquidity down here gets hit. Price action at 2:30. Oh yeah, we got movement. Same thing like what is it? 10:30. How price starts to move at 10:30. We got that at 2:30. Definitely algorithmic. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I can't wait till ICT's books come out. I'm finna be all over that thing. Pause. Like, I'm probably gonna slow up on the YouTube content when he drops his books, because I'm about to be like, I'm gonna finish that thing in 2 days. I'm really looking at this here. I'm gonna take this off. Watching this down close candle as a breaker. It's kind of like the last line of defense for lower prices, for me, in my opinion. I think I may change my strategy, only entering around 10:30. Yeah, you could backtest that. You could backtest it. I think that's helpful for like choppy consolidation days. Like if the market's choppy, that first hour of trading, 9:30 all the way up to 10:30, then that's when you can see the market's kind of easing up and pick a direction after 10:30. So that'll be something you could like incorporate on days that are choppy and consolidating. Like same thing we had here, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, that 2:30 window. Okay, consolidating, kind of going sideways. I got stopped out, but 2:30 gets here, we get a little bit of movement. But I don't know, ICT hasn't really touched on that, so I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna act like I know anything about that. But it's pretty interesting. For sure. Nasdaq playing hard to get. But same thing I was looking for. What was it? This candle here, we're talking about mean threshold. I'm watching that here. So we could work up to the high of the breaker, that's fine. But the bodies, I want to see the body stay below that. And your breaker is high, low, higher, high. Okay. So the wicks is fine. Okay. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. I'm watching to make sure we don't close past mean threshold. Okay, gonna move my stop down just a little bit. If I can. I can't even grab this thing. There we go. Just above that high. Now, preferably, I want to see speed. I want to see us quickly rip through this low, this down close candle. I don't want to see that offer support. I want to see us tear through that, completely overlapping that down close candle, reaching for this discount fair value gap down here. So I want to see fast candles underneath this low. charts are messy. My fault, y'all. So I'm watching this down close candle. I want to see us completely just eat through that. Okay, normally if you're bullish, you're watching the opening price. You want to see that sends us higher. Since I'm bearish and looking for lower prices, I don't want that opening price to offer support. I want us to rip through that. So that's kind of how I'm reading order flow right here. Man, Nasdaq's making me work today. 3 entries in one session. 3 entries in 39 minutes. All in the same direction, trying to go short. Doing me dirty. Alright, I want to see large candles underneath that low. I want to see us rip through that. There we go. That's what we like to see right there. Now I lost 25 handles on my first trade, so I'm going to be a little bit more demanding and lock in about half of that. Let me see. Probably cleaner like a 2-minute chart. Bearish order block on a 2-minute. Place my stop above mean threshold of that. So 2-minute chart, 2 consecutive up close candles before this rotation lower. Take that entire range, get midpoint. My stop loss is above that. I'm using a 2-minute chart because it's cleaner than the 1-minute. Nasdaq's doing me dirty. ES already takes out sell side. Let me take a look. Gold took out its sell side too. Gold took out sell side. Euro dollar's almost there. Those equal lows. I don't want to switch to it in case Nasdaq stops me out. And then we'll look at it after. Or I guess I can do this. Right here. Let's see. Euro dollar. Here's that hourly sell side, those equal lows for euro dollar. Looking really heavy. That's what we like to see. And then gold as well. That sell side. Just tag that. So all sell side objectives for other markets are getting hit. Just waiting on the Nasdaq. That's what we like to see. And then of course dollar index. Still looking very strong, very bullish. That's what you like to see. Now we can go back. and be aggressive here, just to make sure I finish the day at least break even. Gonna trail my stop. I want to lock in those 25 handles that I lost on that second trade. And if I get stopped, it won't be a red day, so it's all good. So if we do measure that, about 20 handles. Let's see, 858.75. 853. I'll do the math on that later. Again, my drawn liquidity is still this low down here, but since I took a loss, cutting my take profit short. We have a small little volume imbalance here. Really small, but it's still important. Right there. You can see the body is respecting that. What's this high? $41.25. Alright, so pretty much locked in what I lost earlier. So either gonna have a break-even day or finishing in the green. I'm watching this up close candle. That opening price. Nasdaq's really making me babysit this trade. I never had to work this hard just for such a small price fluctuation. $36. Trailing my stop above this up close candle here. past this low, so I'm gonna trail it. Almost 30 handles, 27. Returning back to that bearish order block. I'm switching to gold, man. Gold don't be doing me like this. Nasdaq been testing my patience. All right, returning back to that order block for like the 5th time. It's a great day to test your patience, I'll tell you that. KP, I don't know what's going on. I can't help but laugh. Like, I feel like it's personal between me and Nasdaq. Like, I feel like it's trolling right now. It's kind of funny. But I already locked in like 30 handles, so it's all good. There we go. It took a while. It took a loss and a break-even trade to get there, but you know, there it is. I was looking for shorts, all 3 attempts. Nasdaq was just playing hard to get. It is what it is. Finishing the day in the green though. That's it. So just for a quick breakdown on YouTube, managing risk from the start of the session. Okay, originally I was targeting sell side and the high, this daily fair value gap. First trade attempt right at 2 o'clock inside this fair value gap. Broke lower. My stop was moved above this up close candle, which is bearish order block. We run that out. Okay, got stopped at break even. No big deal. Dollar was still looking bullish. Everything else was still looking bearish. So I stuck with my bearish bias. Okay, this fair value gap here, I saw that as a breakaway gap. I wanted to see that stay open, so I entered a little low. Where was it? You can see that red arrow right there inside of this down close candle. Saw that as a bearish breaker, high, low, higher high, entering inside this down close candle, going short, trade up into the fair value gap. That's fine. Came back down, consolidated, stopped me out. I was watching these clean highs up here. These were kind of just way too smooth. We ran that out one more time, trading into this fair value gap. I was also watching this up here. Okay, I said I wanted to see that act as a breakaway gap. I wanted to see that stay open. So the fact that we traded up, cleared the buy side, traded once more into this fair value gap, and still left this open, and we start to break lower. Okay, I like that. Entry was this inversion fair value gap here. Okay, no drawdown on the entry. Surprised the spread even got me that fill. Honestly got lucky there, but traded up, got filled, targeting this discount fair value gap instead of sell side. Since I took that previous loss, my focus shifted. Okay, I just want to finish the day in the green while also making back what I lost previously. No drawdown entry and pretty decent exit right there. Appreciate y'all sticking this one out. 3 trades. Nasdaq made us work for it, but we finished in the green, so we'll take it. See y'all guys in the market tomorrow, 9:30 for the AM session. Love y'all. Peace.